Yep.
Touch gloves, and we're underway.
And they are swinging.
McBride caught a kick, puts him down, and now they're grounded opponents. They can no longer strike to the head. And immediately,
He lets him up.
looks like he wants to strike. Nice spinning back fist, though.
He lets him up. He go for a takedown. He's got to tuck that head down lower to the hip. Give her a headlock.
So he's got like a bully choke on right now. Carlson Gracie guy is in trouble. He fought off the hands though right now. It looks like he's okay. Oh, he's flattening him out. It's starting to sink underneath the chin. Cole Young's about to look to put in the boots and really stretch him out. He needs to get his legs inside the man's hips so he can break him down a little bit.
He's got that arm underneath the armpit.
Yeah, it's like a bully choke.
Okay. It's a Rocky Pennington now.
Yes.
There.
But
And they break.
McBride is out. No problems.
He's coming back, though. Jarrett McBride is coming back, and he's swinging those legs. Not even throwing a jab. He's just swinging the legs.
David looked a little tired. His hands are down. He just took a big shot.
Connects with a straight left.
He threw a head kick, which is illegal, but it did not connect. The referees in there looking right now.
Jarrett McBride with the takedown. A good takedown. He lets him up.
It looks like McBride's game plan is to stay on the feet so he can do damage. It looks like he doesn't want to mess around on the ground with the no ground and pound.
One thing I do want to note, both fighters are succumbing to the adrenaline rush right now because they are... Oh, there they go.
That was a big shot right in the back of the head.
Right, Jarrett.
It's not an illegal strike to the back of the head if your opponent turns his body and makes you hit him.
That's right. Another exchanging kicks to the body.
Oh, that kick looked a little low. Looks like McBride's all right, though.
Yeah.
Big shot.
Heavy leather. The size disparity, I don't think is. I don't think the size disparity is weighing on this fight right now.
It looks like there's a size disparity, but they look pretty evenly matched strength-wise. Just a regular headlock. Now he's got a deep rear naked choke. It's under the chin.
He doesn't have any hooks in right now, so if he turns,
he's gonna come out. Now he needs to pop that hook out, start to stand up and hand fight. He's not fighting the hands though. He's got one hand right on the mat.
Yeah.
There he goes, up and out.
He should get left hand underneath the head and right hand at the hip here. Because these knees from the ground, they're not particularly effective. But he was able to get to his feet, and he takes a shot, backing up.
McBride just wanted him on the feet, I think. He likes to stand and bang.
Cole is not breathing hard at all, it doesn't look like.
No, he's very relaxed right now. Nice trip.
He should just hang on here. They got a couple seconds left. There you go.
He's definitely winning the rounds, or winning that round for sure. Cole Young put in a lot of hard work on that round, but definitely McBride took that round.
I would agree. That's a 10-9. It's a 10-9 round for Jarrett at least.
We are underneath the new scoring system for for all of New York. If the 3 Ds are met, it would make it a 10-8 round. The 3 Ds are duration, damage, and I forgot the other one. I got it written down though.
I wish I knew what your 3 Ds were. I thought it was aggression and cage control.
It's damage, duration, and dominance now.
You're right.
So with the new rules, if you inflict a lot of damage and you're winning the round for a long time, which would be duration, it should be considered it could be considered a 10-8 round.
Yeah.
If all 3 of the Ds are met with dominance, duration, and damage, it would be definitely a 10-8 round. So we're trying to encourage more 10-8 rounds.
Yes.
But that was definitely nothing going on. It was a very even fight. It should definitely be a 10-9 round, I think.
I would agree. We're starting round 2 of Cole Young versus Jarrett McBride here at welterweight.
And they're back underway. Once again, this fight is brought to you by Cloud9 and U.S. Army.
Jarrett content to throw leg kicks without any follow-up punches. Cole is... Wow.
Big slam.
Heck of a takedown there.
Jarrett McBride is getting the takedowns. He's just letting him up. Maybe his whole game plan is to win on points and beat him up.
And Jarrett can lock in a Von Flue choke here if he were to not worry so much about the grip. It looks like Cole is hanging on to a guillotine. It's hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, most guillotine chokes are not going to work on any kind of experienced grappler if you don't have some sort of leg involvement. without being able to use your whole body, it's really hard to squeeze your arms and choke somebody
Jarrett
out.
looks like he's fishing for a Kimura. He may just be trying to get out. It looks like he has a grip on him here.
McBride is on the back now. Neither one of these guys are really much for throwing their hooks in.
No.
Do you think that's because of the shin pads? It's much more difficult to fish in your hooks with shin pads on.
Now that you mention it, yes. I can't imagine the shin pads are conducive to hooks.
Cole Young just threw some illegal punches, and the referee's been warning him.
Yep.
Oh, he just kicked him right in the coccyx.
Yes.
That was a very good damaging blow. It sucks when you get kicked in the coccyx.
That tailbone, man. Underrated. Underrated.
Cole Young's fishing for a guillotine, but he's got the arm in. Jarrett McBride should be able to defend. He should be throwing his arm up over his shoulder.
I feel like Jarrett at some point here is going to...
Once again, he did not involve his legs, which makes it very difficult to
finish. He's in side control now. Cole should be letting go of that grip on his head and swinging his hips around, trying to get to full guard here.
It'll be interesting to see when they stand back up how much juice Cole has left in his arms. He's been squeezing a guillotine for almost 6 minutes now.
Cole put a lot of energy in this last one here, but the problem was he put too much of his back into it.
Oh, we got an armbar right here.
Yeah.
He's got it extended good. He needs to really go. The rule is you always want the pinky touching whatever way you're going to go. So now he's getting under the armpit. Now he needs to go to his left. That arm is looking hyperextended right now.
That looks bad. Cole is staying with it, though. He's got to roll his hips.
It's hard for the referee to tell how flexible a guy is. Some guys are really flexible, and their arms will go in that direction.
True. Now he can lock up a...
nice escape.
Very good escape.
Now we're going to see what kind of resolve that Jarrett McBride has, because I'm sure he thought he was going to win that fight with that armbar. Yeah. And now he's back up on the feet, and now he just gave up his back, and 10 seconds left.
Cole ends up on top. Yeah. Hard to score that round at first glance. What do you think?
I think that right now Jarrett McBride is winning 2 rounds to none.
You think so?
But I could see an argument for either way on that round.
That was exciting. I mean, either way you look at it, that was an exciting round.
I thought it was pretty even all the way around, but I think the armbar was really deep. And to me, that was the closest thing that we've had to finish in the fight so far.
True.
So I would score that round for Jarrett McBride.
It looked like he had it at one point, but Cole, I think he kept moving, twisting his arm.
Yeah. Also with the new scoring rules, immediate impact is way more heavy than cumulative impact. So that means who's ever closer to finishing the fight, rather than the pitter-patter type punches, should be the one that wins the round. So I would say...
Very astute of you, caveman.
Yeah, so I would say with that in mind, I would say that McBride won that round. However, these rules are brand new, so we'll see how well the judges are at implementing them.
Yeah, frankly, it takes months, if not years, I think, to adapt these kind of rules.
So we may see too many 10-8 rounds, or we may not see enough.
Well, at the pro level, we definitely see an influx of 10-8 rounds, which I think could confuse a lot of viewers, but...
One of our judges sitting ringside, Tim, also does timekeeping for the UFC, so he's definitely experienced at the UFC level.
Wow, okay.
Nothing but the best for FCP.
Third round here at welterweight.
Both guys look a little fatigued, but McBride looks fresher. Nice teep. Cole Young looks like he might be having that adrenaline drop that you get in your first fight.
Yep.
His hands are really low right now.
But he's fighting through it. He is not backing down.
Both these guys are warriors in the cage right now. And he's taking it to McBride. I think his corner probably told him he was down 2-0. It's hard for us to hear the corners. They're not mic'd up.
Yeah, it is hard to hear the corners. Very good takedown.
Nice roll through. He's got a guillotine, and he almost pulled him out right now. He needs to start getting his legs out, because he's going to pull him right on top of him. He's going to be mounted.
Now, if he gets his bicep underneath there, he can fish for a...
Nice sweep.
Was a good sweep. I thought he was going to go for a Darce choke.
He's kind of set up for a Peruvian necktie right now if he knows it's just to jump up and take it.
Yeah.
But they're back to the feet almost in the front headlock position.
Oh, he goes for another takedown and he gets swept.
Once again, Cole gets the takedown, but he's swept immediately by McBride.
So essentially that takedown should not be scored.
Right, well, yeah, it would be like really like McBride scored a takedown.
Yeah.
But he's putting a lot of effort in.
McBride ends up in the most dominant position.
Oh, he just kicked him in the head. I believe that should be a foul.
That should be a foul.
He's allowed the knee, just not to the head. Looked like McBride almost went knee on face. They gave it back to him.
Yeah.
Singing a case of Gatami right now, but he sat back too far, and now Cole Young is able to bring his legs into the game. But once again, McBride was just too strong.
Are you impressed with how much Cole Young is able to do from bottom position here?
I'm very impressed by the young man in general. For your first fight to come out, I mean, he left it all in the cage for 2 rounds, and he's still fighting hard. You could just see how tired he is.
He looks so much more relaxed compared to what I did in my fight.
Yeah, Caveman almost takes a nap during his fights. Sometimes I do take naps, so
yeah.
Sometimes it's not on my own doing, though.
No.
Back to the feet. I think McBride's playing for points now. I think he knows he's ahead. He's tried to score some time on top there.
Likely a smart thing to do. Cole looks tough.
Oh, nice back fist. If I was McBride, I'd try and put a nice 4-punch combination together.
A devastating leg kick.
Nice.
He falls down. Cole Young falls down from the leg kick.
Oh, another swing and a miss. McBride's going to get another takedown here probably.
He needs to drive through.
Yeah, he's worried about his head now.
He is worried
that
about
guillotine might have, either the guillotine or the bullet choke might have affected him.
It may have.
A little scared to put his head back in there. 10 seconds left in this round.
I say go for it.
Yeah, these guys are just standing there. When he looks back at this tape, he's going to regret those couple seconds if he loses the decision. Nice comeback there. I think Cole Young took the 3rd round.
I would agree with that. He looks fresh at the end of the round as well.
Sometimes you get that adrenaline dump. It hits you right in the middle of the round. By the end of the round, you feel good again. You're ready to fight some more.
Yep. 3 full rounds here. We're going to decision at welterweight. Cole Young versus Jarrett McBride. I'm interested to see what the refs do. I mean, I'm going to be keen on listening to what the actual scores are here.
I will too. 29-28, I say, on one card. 29-28 the other way on both cards for our man, Jarrett McBride. That's not the official score, that's just my prediction.
Yeah.
Videographers in the cage, look at that rig, man. FCP is really stepping up.
Yes, they are.
Great camera angles on YouTube. Make sure you check out all the fights. And we're going to be shouting out to all the sponsors, like U.S. Army and Cloud9 for sponsoring this fight. It's a great fight. Actually, looking at Cole Young, it looks like he's ready to do some more rounds.
He does, right? Young man's got quite a bit of cardio in him.
You can tell like how much training the guys put in by how they are after the fight.
Yeah.
It looks like he left a little bit in the cage. I'm sure he's going to regret coming back the last 8 seconds if he loses the fight.
It's possible, but he was swinging haymakers and back fists a little too liberally. He'll learn though. He'll learn when he watches the tape.
McBride looks to be in a little discomfort now that the adrenaline of the fight's wearing off.
Yeah.
His neck's going to be sore tomorrow from all the guillotines that he was in.
I think so too.
And that may have played a big factor in this fight because Cole Young was squeezing for, I would say, at least 6 minutes of this fight.
Yeah, he put a lot of energy into those chokes.
So if you're at home, what you should do is you should go grab a pillow and squeeze it as hard as you can for 6 minutes, and then go try and punch a punching bag and see how your arms feel.
Yeah, all the blood rushes into your muscles and not in a good way. It's not conducive to throwing.
No, not good news for anything in your body. The ringside doctor's in the ring right now.
It's hard to tell what's going on, but it looks like Jarrett's having difficulty breathing.
It could be an arm or... It's hard to tell. It looks like he was holding his arm earlier, too.
I didn't even touch it.
He might just be hyperventilating.
It's his 3rd fight, though. You think it's probably some sort of injury. For 3 fights in, to be this distraught after a fight is a little unusual.
It's hard to say, but he looks like he's going to need help to stand. He's going to collapse.
It was a really tough fight. He was choked for a lot of it. I think they got the winner right, but I really thought that Cole Young took that third round.
I would agree, but it looks like it was a unanimous 30-27, huh?
Yeah.